All right, so I believe the first song you came out with was IE Anthem. Is that
Yes,
right?
sir.
So that was pretty big for the
Mm-hmm.
Inland Empire. What made you want to make that song?
Uh, I actually wrote the song in prison a long ass time ago, right? So I was sitting in my cell one day and like, man, I need to do a song for the area because I remember hearing like just everybody like playing songs for LA and I mean you name it, you know, everybody has music in there. Everybody's playing songs for San Diego, OC, like everybody, and you hardly hear anything for the IE. So I wrote a song for the fucking IE and gave it my all. You know, the crazy thing is, I wasn't really too big into Chicano rap before I got locked up. I wasn't really, I mean, I know about, of course, fucking Kid Frost, Little Rob, and Capone and all them, and even SPM, before all that other shit happened, you know, but I was really into that shit and uh, I took a liking to it, so I wrote the IE song, and I was like, man, I'm gonna name every fucking city in the IE that has a audio in it, and I did it, and I think it came out pretty cool. And the story behind that is, one day I'm at work, and I was thinking to myself, what the fuck am I doing here at work? I was with my homie Daniel, and I told him like, man, I don't know what the hell I'm doing here at work if I got a pretty good talent, you know, and I know how to write some fucking songs. So I get on Facebook. This was when Facebook was still pretty, 3 years ago. It was still out there. So I scroll up, and for some reason, Capone's picture or something fucking came across where Capone was on my screen right when I was talking about it. And I ended up messaging Capone like, man, check this out. My name is FKM. I make music. Check this video out. If you give me a chance, I got my own money. I'll pay for my own videos. I'll pay for my own studio time. Ain't nothing I need from you. I just need that shot. And like 3 minutes later, he hit me up. And he
This
was
was the
like,
IE Anthem you sent him?
no, I sent him an old video that I did a long time ago.
Oh, okay.
And he invited me out to Hollywood. He had a studio in Hollywood. He invited me out there, dog. And was it the, let me see. I ended up making one song that day that I went out there, and then I came back and I was like, man, I gotta knock this shit out the park. So I'm with his producer named Clemsy, and I start telling him the song, the E, the E. He makes this fucking dope ass beat. We go in there, knock it out. Next thing you know, Capone puts it on one of his compilations, and that shit took off, dog. And that's pretty much what started my career. I was supposed to be with High Power. I was supposed to be with Pinks and everybody, but you know, sometimes business just don't work out. You know, I didn't want to wait my turn in line. Like they had a long list of artists that they were putting out and projects that they wanted to do, and I just felt, hey, I need to go out on my own. I have enough money to fund myself, and I have enough money to do these videos and everything. So I just decided to go out on my own, and it worked out pretty good because after that I dropped SouthSide, and SouthSide fucking took off the very moment I dropped it. It went, dog. It
Right.
went. It was like
So where did the concept and everything for SouthSide come from?
because I remember I used the way it happened. I used to be sometimes we'd be in the day room, come out ourselves, and you get a little day room action. You know, everybody comes out and
So you're in prison.
yes, sir.
Okay.
I was in prison. I should have mentioned that.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
I was in prison, so everybody starts rapping. Like you see the blacks right there beating on the table, and they'd be rapping, and everybody be listening to them. Like, man, that shit's dope, you know. And everybody knew I rapped, but not like big time like that, because I really didn't put it out there, you know. And a couple people that knew I rapped, they'd be like, man, homie, you need to do a song for the homies like that. That should be dope. Imagine if you had a song like that. And they'd be like, the homies would fucking like that shit. So I go back up to my cell that same night. I start swiping my pen, dog. And I remember I would like ask homies questions like, what does the South Side mean to you? Because I remember I wrote a whole song, but I felt it wasn't good enough. It didn't represent the organization. It didn't have a meaning to it yet. It was just like, it's just hardcore lyrics, you know? And I would ask older homies, what does the SouthSide mean to you, dog? Like, what does this organization mean to you? And I just gathered up information, stored information, rewrote it, went back to the drawing board, rewrote it, and started writing lyrics that mean something from the heart, that you could feel, that everybody could be proud of. And I remember one day, we were in the day room again. I was with some vato named Clumsy from Via Coachella, and I was with the homie named JJ from Pasadena. And these vatos were like, let me hear something, homie, you can't spit. And I was like, all right, check this out, give me a beat. Gave me a beat, I started rapping that fucking song. Move ese su trece, you know what it's about. But man, everybody, all the homies went crazy. They were just like, yeah, yeah, yeah. And I knew I had one. Ever since that fucking point, I knew I had one, dog. I didn't think it was gonna go as big as it did, but I knew that it was gonna be a classic. And when I dropped that shit, it just went. Most people think it's about gangbanging in streets and this and that, but it's not. It's not that. It's about prison structure, organization, and unity, and what we go through inside and what we are together as a whole. That's what it's about. Most people think it's just about fucking repping the blue rag and the trece and all that. I mean, which it is, but the meaning behind it, if you listen to it, it's about us, how strong we are together as one. That's pretty much what it's mostly about, you know? And fuck it, however they took it is however they took it. That shit blew up, but that's the real meaning behind it, and that's where it came from. And it did pretty damn good. I'm so fucking glad I dropped that independently. And that's pretty much what skyrocketed me. You know, I'm nobody. I'm not going to say I'm somebody. It made me somebody, but I mean, people know who I am now and they recognize it, you know?
Yeah, you're at almost 4 million hits now, right?
Yeah, on Latin Beats, it's 3 million something, and then before Capone took it off, that shit was at like a couple 100,000. On my YouTube channel, it's like almost 100,000. Sporadically, those other channels that picked it up, I ain't give them permission to do it, but they did it anyway. Some are 50,000, some are 80,000. It's everywhere, dog. It's up there like 4 million, you know, which is more than I can ask for. I only been out for a year, so fuck. I'll take what I can get, you know.
Yeah.
That's just how it goes, dog. I'll take whatever I can get. But yeah, it did pretty good on its own. Did pretty good.
Yeah.
Brought in some good money from it too. I mean, I ain't rich or anything. I ain't famous, but I'm here now.
What's your plans moving forward?
Well, I have a lot of plans. I'll say this, every song, almost every song, there's like a couple songs that I wrote recently, but almost every song that I've dropped so far are songs that I wrote in prison. And the reason I did that is because I wanted to drop my version of a Chicano rap album. I wanted to drop my version of... I wanted to take a piece of the old style and a piece of the new style, mash them together, but still keep it Chicano rap and present it as a Chicano rap album, you know? I feel very strongly that you can't start a war with foreign soldiers, or you can't start an army with foreign soldiers. You need to first get a core fan base, bring your people together as one, get support, then head out into the world and try to take over, you know? Or not take over, just make your own name. So I'm using this opportunity with the fan base that I have and everything now to come out with a more modern style. And everything I put out from here on out is going to be, not that I'm distancing myself from Chicano rap or anything, because I'm Chicano rap. That's the only thing I know. That's what I am. That's what I represent. But I'm trying to present a new style. And if it happens, it happens. If it don't, it don't. You know, just take a shot in the dark. Not saying that I'm going to be like super lyrical hip hop fucking spinning on my back or anything, but just try to present something with some more lyrical content in it.
Okay, so you're so we can expect more of a more lyrical, more in the direction of hip hop, but not all the way hip hop.
Exactly. More of a modern sound, I should say. almost the same lyrics, but different rhyme patterns, more punchlines, more metaphors, different beats, obviously, a different feel. I'm trying to head more in that direction. Just if I can get other people to listen to it by using different beats and hit with more punchlines, it only uplifts our culture that much more. It only lets people in to listen to us. Because, I mean, let's be honest, a lot of people don't want to hear us right now. And it's probably because of the way I look right now. You know what I mean? And I understand that. But when you hear me spit, it's a whole different story. You know, it's hard to get on a track and name every single city in your fucking area. It's hard to get on a track and rap about SouthSide and stick to one topic. You know, and I did it, and I made those songs sound like that on purpose. Anybody could get on a track and rap about money and guns and da 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 da. But to stick to one topic is pretty hard, you know. So I'd like to be recognized for the lyrical skills and content that I have, and that's pretty much more what I'm shooting for. I mean, it's just a shot in the dark. If it happens, it happens. If it don't, it don't. But I'm gonna try it, you know. That's the good thing about being independent, dog, is I can test the waters. I can put out whatever I want. I'm not stuck to any contract or anything for somebody to say, yes, you can put this out, or no, you can't put this out. I'm self-funded. Everything up to this point is self-funded. Nobody's ever given me $1 for it. So I pretty much make my own choices. And I'm cool with that. It's better for me.
Right. Well, that's what's up, man.